Well, folks, I think this is live. Yes, it's absolutely live. Fantastic. Mute your microphone for us, Royce. And it's Google Hangout for Swiss Gold Global Australia, number 21. Now, we all remembered when we were 21 years old. For me, that was many, many, many moons ago. I'll just double check we're live on YouTube. There's a bit of a delay here. We are live on YouTube. And there are a few people watching now. So welcome everybody on YouTube watching us live here for our 21st live hangout for Swiss Gold Global Australia. And we've got an all Aussie panel tonight. And the reason we got that is because it's Swiss Gold Global Australia. It's a bit of a no-brainer, that. Now, the positive thing is that maybe a little bit later, Bill Rowell, our owner, will jump on. He's just in a meeting in Dubai with the gold traders that he's part of. Now, he's an Australian, of course. He's from Melbourne. And if he can jump on, that'd make a fantastic finale for our hangout tonight. He messaged me before and he said if he gets out of his meeting early enough, he'll jump on, which is fantastic. And basically, we're just going to talk to, and Anthony's joined us. Well done, mate. Just mute your microphone if you can there, please. Now, what we're going to do is just introduce everyone on the panel tonight and then have a quick talk about how they found the company and their brief thoughts on cryptocurrency and how they think it's had an effect on themselves and the people they know. So actually, I'll go ahead and mute you for you, Anthony, just until you suss out where your mute button is on your iPad. So it's fantastic. We've got so many people on tonight from all walks of life, different parts of Australia. So just a quick introduction. We'll go to Alan first. Just unmute your mic, Alan, and just let her know who you are and where you are, mate.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Alan Cole, Mermaid Coast. I've been involved with my Swiss Gold globally very recently. I've been involved in different organizations, USI Tech and places like that. I did the due diligence on global and found that probably hold on. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Doug. Can you unmute your microphone for us, Doug?
Okay.
Whereabouts are you and what's your name?
My name's Doug Sarbatz. I live near Toowoomba, a place called Withcott, which is just at the base of the range. So I'm basically in Toowoomba.
Fantastic.
West of Brisbane, about an hour and a half.
All right. Brilliant. That's all we need to know at this stage. Just a quick introduction of where you are. So thanks for joining the call. This is your first time on, isn't it, Doug?
For sure.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Fantastic. All right. Next line along the cab on for rank is Linda. Now you're where are you, Linda? Say good day and where are you?
Yes, I'm Linda and I live in Caloundra on the Sunshine Coast, and yeah, beautiful.
Fantastic part of Queensland. All right. Awesome. Now we'll just jump back to Anthony. Can you hear me, Anthony? Whereabouts are you? You'll have to unmute your microphone on your iPad there. Just work out where that is. Get back to me. All right, we'll jump to Martin.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Can
There
you
you
hear
go, Anthony. Yeah, yep. Go ahead, mate. Where are you? Whereabouts are you located?
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry. Thanks, Keithy. Look, I'm in Brisbane, Mount Cotton in the Redland Shire. I've been here for around 16 years.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. All right, mate. Well, we're getting people from all over the country. Now, we'll skip down to Martin. Just mute your microphone for us, Anthony. G'day, Martin. How you going?
Yeah, g'day, Keithy. G'day from Canberra. It's great to be on the call with you this evening. Great to join up with all you great Queenslanders. So, yep, I'm from Canberra.
How long you been down there, mate?
I've been here about 20 years. I'm almost a local.
Almost a local. Fantastic. Well, it'll be good to get your views in a while about cryptocurrency and the government being you're involved in the government, you told me. So perhaps we can get a bit of an inside scoop here tonight, Martin. That'd be awesome. Inside scoop on the.
I might have to kill you.
Yeah, all right, mate. We'll get back to you on that. Paul Weeks, unmute your microphone. Just introduce yourself to everybody, please.
Yeah, I'm Paul Weeks. I'm from the Gold Coast. Been here for 12 months.
12 months.
Loving it.
Loving it. Yeah, it's great weather, isn't it, down the Gold Coast? Fantastic.
Yes, it is very lovely weather down the Gold Coast, yes.
All right, mate. Fantastic. Now we've got Royce. Good of you to join us, mate. Just unmute your mic and tell us all about yourself and where are you?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, mate.
Oh, good. So I'm in Brisbane as well. I live in Breckenridge on the north side of Brisbane, and I moved here and been living in Brisbane for 10 years now.
10 years. Wow. All right. So we've got a few Queenslanders there.
Yeah.
Right. We'll round the panel off. Thanks, Royce. We'll get back to you in a second. And we've got Tainer. Just unmute your mic for us, mate, and just let us know who you are and where you are, mate.
Hey guys, my name's Tainer. I'm in Pimpama at the start of the Gold Coast, and I've been here in Queensland for 11 years now.
11 years. So you're almost a Queenslander, are you?
50-50.
It's 50-50. All right. Yeah. So you're hedging your bets, mate. Fantastic. All right. Well done, mate. Thank you for that. So tonight we want to just now we've all introduced people from where they are. It's fantastic having a cross section of people around the planet. We're supposed to have a couple more who are in different places, but most of us in Queensland. I just want to get everyone's thoughts on first off where they heard of Swiss Gold Global. Now we don't want to mention any other companies. All we're focused on tonight is Swiss Gold Global, and how you found out about cryptocurrencies in particular. Because as you realise with Swiss Gold Global behind, at the moment through Genesis Mining, there's an opportunity to mine Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dashcoin, Zcash, Monero, and the news is that they're bringing in Bitcoin Cash in the next few months through Genesis. No real idea when that's going to happen. And what I was especially hoping to get Bill Rowell on tonight if he can. I don't know how he's done it, but Genesis was sold out of all their contracts. If you go to their website, every single one of their coins is not sold out. Yet we had Bitcoin contracts up until about a week ago, and then we were told they're all sold out. And lo and behold, 2 days ago, Bill's managed to get, he must have had a truckload of delivered from Munich in Germany or somewhere over to Switzerland. So he's got some contracts off the back of a truck, which is it's an Australian way of getting some good deals. But however he's done it is fantastic because everyone's so happy again because they're available again. I just checked 20 minutes ago they're available. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Zcash, and Monero. There's probably only a very limited amount, but it's fantastic that some of the new people can actually buy some new contracts. The other thing I want to ask was, have any of you noticed some of your contracts starting to pay, that the pre-sale ones? Have they actually started to pay already? So just maybe mention that when you're having a chat. So I'll go back to Alan and just maybe unmute your microphone and just let us know, Alan, how you found Swiss Gold Global and your thoughts in general on cryptocurrency.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Yep.
Yeah, loud and clear, mate.
Well, actually, I got involved with Swiss Gold with Paul Weeks. Paul's a very good friend of mine. Paul's been involved with it for quite a while. In my ear to get involved cryptocurrency for the last, say, 2 years. And due diligence found out that the returns that Swiss Gold Global are giving at the moment is the best. I've bought in through Paul and to get involved in it all, and in the future I've got a plan where I want to probably be self-sufficient in months to 2 years. Swiss Gold Global will give me that opportunity if I do and invest the right amount of money.
Absolutely fantastic. Right. Well, I can say, Alan, that's all our aims, mate, to be self-sufficient, because no offence, Martin, but you're the bloke who's down in Canberra, but the government's not going to help individuals. The responsibility falls squarely on our own shoulders of how we are successful in life or not. We don't need the government to prop us up. There's that many opportunities in Australia through all different mediums, and the internet and a particular cryptocurrency medium is a fantastic medium. So yeah, thanks very much for your input, Alan. We'll get back to you. Just mute your mic for us. Now, well, g'day, Joe. I'll get back to you down to you in a second. You just jumped on in Sydney there. But just mute the mic for us, please. Thanks very much. And Anthony, just unmute your mic if you've worked out, that is, and give us how do you find Swiss Gold Global?
Yeah.
And your thoughts on cryptocurrency.
Okay. Well, essentially, I've been online for a while. I've had some very good success, and I've also had a lot of come across a lot of companies that I've been involved with that eventually, have folded. I've joined Moby, but I decided that I was looking for a legitimate company that I could invest in particular, silver. And I was watching Matt Feast. Actually, got to, became intrigued by this business. So the thing was, I was looking for something long-term and sustainable. And a lot of companies that are online obviously don't carry those two important characteristics. So I looked into SGG, spoke to Matt quite a bit about the company, looked at how long it had been in business for, looked at the infrastructure. And to be quite honest, I was really taken back by it. And I thought, well, this looks like something legit. It's not a Ponzi. And I thought mining was a very good concept, and it's something that was more of a long-term project. So essentially, I was looking for a good business that I could have for the long term. And that's essentially how I got into it. My interest in investing in silver has been probably my main focus, but Bitcoin now has obviously got me intrigued, and I go into Crypto Compare and I look at the results of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so forth. And I've done some investing, bought some contracts, and it's very exciting, I have to say. I came into the currency business way before SGG, and I got burned actually by a Chinese company, and I thought that a new currency would never make it. The Bitcoin, moving leaps and bounds at this point in time is quite exciting, to be honest. I'm very happy to have put my roots down in SGG. I think it's a great company. I love the fact that the owners are transparent in the way that they connect, with those who come in and take on the challenge of running a business within SGG. And I think that's something that's really important too. That's
right. That's fantastic. You're spot on about how Bill Rowell runs a business. I've never seen an owner. I've been online for about 3.5 years. I've never seen an owner communicate so much with the membership. He does 2 live hangouts a week himself. Plus, he's always happy to jump on our call as well. Plus, he jumps on other calls as well. So you're spot on there, Anthony.
Yeah, the transparency is fantastic, and you never normally get that with an online company. And I think the thing is that he wants to get in the trenches with his people, and I think that's a really important thing to take on.
Yeah, he's an Aussie though, Anthony. That's probably half the battle.
Yeah, you can't beat us Aussies. So
no, that's right. All right, thanks very much for that. Appreciate that, mate. We'll move on to Doug.
Yep.
You're up in Toowoomba, which is up on the ranges in Queensland. How did you find out about Swiss Gold Global? Because you're an old bloke like me, Doug. You know,
I've got a few years on you, I think.
Oh, have you? Okay, mate. I just look young for my age. You know.
Yeah, that's all right.
Go ahead, mate.
I've been in the crypto world for about 18 months. And it was this time last year, I've got 2 mentors in UK, actually. And it was one of those that I was following. And it was this time last year, I was watching Prem Joel a lot. He was very active in promoting Swiss Gold Global Go. And what he said and how he said it meant a lot to me. It made sense. And it was a company that I could trust. And I could understand what he was talking about with the mining. And so I started around early February last year, and all the income that I earned, I actually put back in. So I kept putting everything I made back in, and that was the best thing I ever did, because come August, it enabled me to then to start to look at other areas to put the income that I was getting from the Bitcoin mining. And then I started Ethereum mining as well. And that's where I am. I'm still doing it.
You're spot on about Prem. He's one of our great leaders. I actually joined under him. Took me about 4 months to have chats with him, but fantastic guy. Knows his stuff as well. Knows his stuff. Absolutely brilliant.
No, I agree. Prem, I've got a lot of time for Prem, and I always try and encourage people to listen to his YouTubes and follow him. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Doug. That's a great endorsement, and you're never too old, mate. We've got
never. That's for sure.
Well, we've got a Bitcoin granny in the UK. Now she's 80-something, 85 or 86 or something like that. So yeah. You look nowhere near 86, mate. You still got your own teeth, I hope, have you?
Well, I could expose my real gums, but I won't.
All right.
But I've got about 13 years on you. Let's put it that way.
Well, I'm 59, so what's that? 73.
Something like that. 72.
72. Oh, you're a young lad, mate. You're a young lad.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
I only wish they had this when I was a few years younger.
Absolutely. This is something that's come too late for a lot of us, but not too late.
No. It's not too late at all. No.
Yeah. Well, if it had been 20 years ago, we wouldn't be on a call, mate. We'd be sipping margaritas somewhere in the Caribbean, mate.
Probably.
It's going to take it maybe 12 months to get there now, but awesome. All right.
That's all right.
Good on you, Doug. I'll get back to you soon. Thanks for your input. We'll throw over to Joe. Now, if you can see yourself there on the monitor. How you going, mate?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Keithy. Yourself?
Yeah, fantastic. Just let everyone know where you are, how you found Swiss Gold, and what's your thoughts on the cryptocurrency space, mate.
Yeah, all right. Well, nice to meet everyone here, and thanks, Keithy, for letting me hop on. My time in crypto began about 12 months ago, purely on the trading side. So Was just fascinated with what was happening in the crypto space. Actually, a guy that I used to work with back in 2009, one of my staff actually said, "Oh, you should put $1,000 on this Bitcoin stuff. It's going to be huge in a few years." And I thought he was a little bit crazy and that sort of stuff. But geez, I wish I even threw him a $10 note to get started. I think he got started when Bitcoin was 12 cents or 15 cents or something like that, and he got $1,000 worth. So good on him. It's great to hear that success story. But more to the point, my journey's been since about November of last year, so a little over 12 months. I met Keithy through another online platform, so I was following Keithy for a bit. Sort of trusted him to lead me in the right direction. He told me about Swiss Gold a little earlier on, but like yourself, Keith, I wanted to ask the questions, what it's all about, what the returns are, and it took me a little while to get started, but definitely glad I did. So been with Swiss Gold now for probably about 3 months. So lucky enough to get some of the pre-sale mining contracts. So just a little over 100 terahash, but that'll start to give me a good return when that kicks off. So no, thanks, Keith, for bearing with me for a number of months to get involved. Mate, you're a champion, and really love the journey so far.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Well, it took me 4 months to get organised. So, we all do things differently, take our own time and our own way. But as long as we get the end result, so that's the main thing. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Cheers, Joe. We'll get back to you and throw a couple of questions at you. Right, Linda. Now, we're supposed to have a couple of ladies on the panel, but you're it. So, and I've known you for a number of years. You're always passionate about what you do, and you help a lot of people too, which is what we've all got to do in this business, is help people succeed, and then our journey is so much easier. So how did you find out about Swiss Gold?
Well, obviously from you, Keithy, and I'm so pleased that I finally took that step with you. I haven't done a great deal with it as yet. I've just let it sit there and do its thing. But I'm hoping this year to expand on it and get more involved. But cryptos in general, I first bought my Bitcoins back in 2012, and they've been sitting there doing nothing really, just waiting. And they're starting to do things. So the crypto world, I don't think we'll ever have an opportunity like this again in our lifetime to really grasp something that's going to change the whole financial system in the world. And I think for us little people, so to speak, we can hopefully be free of the banking cartels and all those people that are not trying to do things for our own best benefit. So I like the idea of Swiss Gold Global for its exactly what Anthony said, that it's transparent, it's stable, it's longevity, all of those things. I think it's just brilliant. And I listen. I don't always come on live, but I do listen to your webinars and listen to as much as I can. And I just tell everybody about everything about crypto. Even my hairdresser, she wants to know about it. And my grandsons have got their wallets and they're earning their little Bitcoins, and they're right into it.
Oh, right,
it's great.
Cool.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
That's fantastic. Even the guiding the youth.
Yes, well, I can be the Queensland granny, Bitcoin lady, whatever. I'm not quite 85, but I'm on the way.
All right.
She's marvellous, isn't she? That woman's marvellous, absolutely marvellous.
Yeah, she's doing her own videos now as well, which is sensational.
She's sensational.
There's some fantastic people have been unearthed in this business, and it's 10 years next month, which is in a couple of weeks' time. I've got to find out from Bill the exact date he started Swiss Gold Global, but it's 10 years in February will be the month and the anniversary.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do a special hangout, a birthday hangout. We'll have to wear hats and blow out birthday poppers. Great. Thanks, Linda, for your feedback there. That's awesome.
No worries.
Now we'll jump over to the nation's capital, and now obviously you've had coffee with Malcolm Turnbull this morning, Martin, and you can bring us up to speed of what's going on down there with crypto as far as the Australian government, or maybe not. I don't want to put any pressure on you whatsoever. But first off, mate, how did you find Swiss Gold Global? And then how about cryptos? I know there's a few politicians pretty excited about it who publicly said that. So what's your thoughts on the whole crypto world? But first off, how did you find Swiss Gold Global for us, mate?
Yeah, thanks, Keithy, for the invitation, and great to meet up with all you guys and the people that listen in to the hangout and to watch the video afterwards. Look, I hate to disappoint you about the whole government side. I'm just a very small player in a very large machine, and no, I haven't had coffee with Malcolm today. But look, what I can tell you is that I think similar to Anthony, I followed a couple of our great UK friends, Matt Feast and Mark Crosby and Steve Lawson. A few of those guys over the last 12 months have just been raving about this, and it's kind of been fairly subterranean. It's kind of been underground sort of thing. They haven't shouted out too much about it, but they've been certainly talking about Swiss Gold Global, and that's what prompted me to follow that through. And then when I saw that you, Keith, you were involved in it a few months ago, I thought, oh well, okay, I've done a little bit more of my research, and I feel quite comfortable about it. So that was the origin, or that was the genesis of me getting involved in it. So I got involved in about October, before the latest round of pre-sales commenced. So I got a few Ethereum contracts to get started, and then the Bitcoin ones started coming on. So that's really quite exciting to participate in that. So I think my view of the whole crypto scene is understanding that we're on this great societal change. We're right in the midst of it, and we've actually positioned ourselves such that we can capitalize on it and take advantage of it. We've seen, in our lifetime, the changes that's occurred through email and through the internet and through mobile telephony, but none of those we were able to participate in a real and tangible way and, make some dosh out of it. But this one we can. This one, massive changes that's occurring, through in our financial systems and our the currencies and alternative options. We've all been using PayPal for a little while. Now this is just taking that to the new level, and it's great to be a part of it. So yeah, so I guess my view of it, Keithy, is that we're just positioned ourselves. Our timing is great. It's great to be involved in it. The opportunities are significant. I'm so pleased that the price has dropped back from 19,000 USD down to a little bit more reasonable at the moment, while we can all sort of catch our breath and watch to see where it goes. So yeah, we're on the cusp of things great, I think.
Great. Fantastic, mate. Now, what sort of vibe do you get in Canberra from people that you socialise with in the public service? Is the sort of talk around the drinking fountain that Bitcoin is a new currency or a new technology? Is there anything you've sort of heard that has pricked your ears up?
Yeah, look, certainly there's a lot of discussion about it, mainly in the after the pre-Christmas run-up, and then sort of the Christmas crash, if you like. All the doomsayers, the fear, uncertainty, and doom, isn't that what it is? Sort of saying, oh, it's all a bit crazy, we don't understand it. So there's interest, there's a little bit of amusement, but there's no real, yeah, this is really exciting, I want to get involved. So a bit on my own, I think, Keithy, to be honest.
A pioneer in Canberra. Watch out. Fantastic. Nothing wrong with that, Martin. Nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
Point people in the right direction. We've got a great company, and we all, I believe 2018 will be a great successful year for every single person on this panel and every single person watching. And we've got a whole heap of people watching now. So it's fantastic what's going to happen in the next 12 months. And you're right, it's an emerging technology. And as Bill Rowell said as well, Bitcoin needs to, he'd be very, very happy if it just stabilizes around 13, 14,000 American and just settle down for a little while and everyone catch their breath, exactly like you said, mate. That was a good quote. So, yeah, awesome. Now, thank you for your input there. It's always good. And it's a pity not that many people in Canberra know about it, or that might be a good thing that the Australian government doesn't know too much about Bitcoin.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, okay. Good on you, mate. Good on you. Thanks very much. All right, let's jump to the Gold Coast where millions of people know about Bitcoin. Everyone's got plenty of money. They've got gold and silver falling off them on the Gold Coast because that's what everyone moves there for. Paul, you're right amongst that gold and silver. You play golf 7 days a week. You hardly see your wife. You got Bitcoin coming out your back pocket. You normally give Bitcoins away at the golf club and those gold ones you get on eBay. So there you go. Brilliant. Right on cue, mate. Sensational. So just unmute and tell us all about how you found Swiss Gold Global and what do you think? What's your thoughts on the cryptocurrency, mate?
How did I find it? A fellow by the name of Keithy Broom told me about it back in February last year, actually. Just gone into other things. You know, you want me into this? Okay. Probably about 3 months. And then a fellow by the name of Bill Rowell, I think, came to and brought a lovely lady by the name of Claudia along with him. And we sat down there for about a couple of hours to listen to what they had to say and on from there. So I had to move all my Bitcoins over into the mining side. And I'm still moving them over there because it's been difficult to get the contracts. But then we learned about Ethereum. So that sat quiet for a while, but by gee, hasn't it taken off now? Mining contracts in Ethereum, and we've got mining contracts in all the coins that Claudia told us to do. So it's, from my side of it, it's so exciting. It's such an easy product, not so much, it's not a product, but the cryptocurrency side of it, we're not selling Bitcoin, we're not selling any of we're selling the computer side of it, how the whole thing works. And people get behind that because we're not talking about money, we're talking about hash power and all this type of stuff. So people know about computers and how they all work. And so the money side of it just comes with it. So I'm so excited for what's going to happen in 2018 because Bill's told us it's going to be a great year. And we just do these hangouts on Monday night, and it's so good to see so many people here tonight. Work, Keithy, it's brilliant.
Certainly is, mate. And hopefully in the next 4 to 6 months, I'll move from Brisbane down to the Gold Coast because just love the ocean. And there's a lot of people down there who don't know about Bitcoin. And I think they'd be very, very excited to have the opportunity to do some mining. And this is what we want to do is build generational wealth. And you can do that in gold, silver, and now cryptocurrency mining. Bill's a very smart operator, Bill Rowell. 10 years in business. He got involved in gold and silver through another Australian guy who's a very, very smart guy in the gold and silver industry. Built his business, hundreds of thousands of customers. Then he started in the cryptocurrency mining in November 2016. So it's about 14 months he's been involved, and he's got a written agreement with Genesis Mining. Now, that's the major bonus for us as a company, that he has an agreement with the biggest mining company outside of China. They have many, many locations worldwide. He has a one-on-one arrangement and a relationship with their 3 owners who are based in Germany and Munich. He's next door in Switzerland. He's been there 13 years. So he did try the Chinese. He went and saw the Chinese. He went and saw various other people before he signed the agreement with Genesis Mining. So he did his own due diligence about the best company to get involved with for cryptocurrency mining. And he said, I haven't made a better decision at all, apart from the Genesis mining. It's been a fantastic relationship. And there's some big plans for us with Genesis. If you didn't catch on to that a couple of weeks ago, I'll just give you a bit of an insight. There's some massive plans between Swiss Gold Global and Genesis Mining coming up very shortly in the next few months here in 2018. And as Bill said, a lot of these plans take a little while to get involved with, get up and running. So, but he is, and that's why he's super excited, as Paul's pointed out, that Bill Rowell himself is motivated, pumped and excited. The bloke never stops. He does 2 live hangouts a week minimum. He goes from Switzerland to the UK, to Dubai, where he is now. He's going to Nigeria end of this week, and then he goes to the US. So he's all over the place with his business, hands-on. And I've never, ever seen that, as Anthony pointed out, never, ever seen that before in any company online. I've seen a few companies where you hear from the owner via email every now and again, but never like this. So super exciting. Now, another guy on the Gold Coast, Tainer, you're all living the laptop lifestyle, perhaps, or trying to get there. So let us know how you found Swiss Gold Global, Tainer, and what's your thoughts on this whole industry, cryptocurrency and everything, mate? Go ahead.
Thank you, Keithy. Yeah, last year I watched a few of your hangouts, and with Bill, I started watching quite a few of them, and then it got me interested, and then I actually joined the business under you. It actually took me a few months to actually start buying any contracts, but then I think 2-3 months later, I just started buying contracts. Even like when you said last week about the contracts being available again, I just actually went straight in and bought 3 contracts right there. But seeing how Bill is making himself available in Claudia, I watched their videos, their webinars that they do in the back office as well. So just the way they're making themselves available, that touches me quite a bit. That does.
What about the cryptocurrency space itself? What's your thoughts on what's happening, mate?
I think, like what Martin said, we're positioning ourselves really well, right at the right time.
You've got an extended family back in NZ as well. Is there much feedback from New Zealand as far as what's going on? Is there excitement or a little bit lack of knowledge, or what's going on there, do you think?
I think it's probably a little bit of lack of knowledge and probably fear. They don't know, it's still new to them, so they don't know whether to get in or not.
Yeah, I've noticed that even here when I did a test at a local market. It's only still 1 in 10 knew anything about Bitcoin. But what I've said to people is just open an account. That's what a question I want to ask everyone in a minute is who are you with in Australia? Who's your wallet? Do you have an Australian Bitcoin wallet or Ethereum or whatever? Who have you using? For example, I use CoinJar. I do have a Coinbase account. I do have a Crypto Pay account as well, but I don't use those. I have used them in the past, but just on the side, we've got a few people in New Zealand. Is there any wallets that you know that Tainer, that are good in New Zealand for people to use?
No, I didn't know. I went back home last year, November, and I had my CoinJar card on me, but it wouldn't work. And so I thought, oh well, I'm building my Bitcoin while I'm over here. Can't use it, so yeah, so it was good.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Fantastic. Thanks for your input. I'll just go to Alan. If you can unmute your microphone, which company are you using for your wallet, your Bitcoin wallet?
Which company?
Yeah. CoinJar or CoinSpot, or are you using any different one?
Oh, yeah, I'm with CoinJar, yes. CoinJar. Keithy, I can't hear you.
Yeah. Okay, mate. All good, mate. Anthony, what about yourself? Are you who are you with?
Well, I started off with Coinbase, Keithy, and And I got some reasonable returns, but I found that the exchange wasn't working too well. So I decided to find something a little bit more workable, and I felt CoinJar was the way to go. And since I connected with CoinJar, I got set up with SGG straight away. So it's been brilliant, and I'll continue to use it.
Okay, fantastic. CoinJar, yeah. Just some of their fees you just got to watch, just like all these exchanges are starting to ramp their fees up. And
the Coinbase fees were higher at first, but I think CoinJar's obviously a lot better option with regards to fees.
Plus the magical swipe card as well. So we're all happy about the
there it is.
The swipe card. Yeah, that's the one you get with it's an FPOS card. So I can just go to Coles or pay for my petrol, or I had some repairs done on my car today, so I paid via. I said, "Do you accept Bitcoin?" And the old guy, the mechanic, said, "What's Bitcoin?" I said, very good, mate. He had greasy, grimy hands from fixing my car. And I said, there are other options, mate, rather than being under my car for 6 or 7 hours. It wasn't that long, but it was a bit of a joke, but still. All right, thanks, Anthony. Now, Doug, we'll go to you.
All right.
Who do you use for your wallet? Oh, you just turn your camera off instead of your microphone. Just turn your camera back on.
Yeah.
There you go, mate. And now your mic's off.
I use CoinTree. That's not. I do have CoinJar, but I'm not using them yet.
Okay. How do you find the fees with CoinTree?
They're all creeping up all the time, but it's one of those things of getting round to looking at alternatives. The time's a bit of a factor there, but they're very good for me. And yeah.
So when you want to move some Bitcoin or transfer that to sell it back to your Australian bank account, is that an easy option with CoinTree?
I don't do it that way, Keithy. I move my Bitcoin to Payzer. And Payzer, I have a Payzer card, a debit card, and then I go to an ATM and I pay my fuel and groceries through my Payzer card, and so it doesn't go through a bank account. It goes through the ATM.
You're a very smart man at 72, Doug. A few people have learned a few things now, mate. Here's the Payzer card. I've got one of those as well.
That's what I do. And with the exchange rate is good still between the US and Australian dollar.
Okay, so there's a bit of information, bit of vital information for some people that Payzer, they've only just started offering Bitcoin.
Correct.
How long, Doug, do you think? About 6 months or 8 months, something like that?
Yeah, 6 months, yep.
So there's another option, folks, if you want to keep your Bitcoin just out of your local bank account, where the government may have an option to look at that as income. Here's another option with Payzer. Very smart. Now, I think these are $20 US, aren't they, for the card, Doug, these ones?
That's correct. That's only a one-off.
Yeah, one-off, and they send that out. It took quite a few months for me to get mine, but obviously I've used that quite a bit. And it does have that MasterCard logo on it.
Correct.
Can you buy things online with this?
Yes, no, I haven't needed you. I just used the Bitcoin account.
All right. Okay. Fantastic. All right. Great. Thank you very much, Doug. Awesome. Now we'll jump over to Joe. Who do you use, mate?
I use CoinJar. Have right from the start. I just find it very, very easy to use, responsive. I've got the swipe card, so like you, Keithy, I've bought a few things, had burgers and beers at the local pub, and said, "Do you take Bitcoin here?" He goes, "Oh, no." I said, "Well, now you do." So that was an interesting conversation, and But yeah, no. So yeah, CoinJar is basically the only one I've used to transfer and take out in that regard. But yeah, that Payzer card is. I wonder if you can use that globally because it's got the MasterCard on it.
Yeah, it's because it has that logo. Now, Glenn Thomas just put a comment up that Payzer told them they're not offering cards to Australian citizens anymore. So I know Visa changed their ways of operating. That might be if someone's got a comment there, maybe they can. Have you heard that, Doug? When I just jumped to you, Doug?
No, I haven't heard that. No.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Great. So something we can find out. But yeah, that's a good question, Joe. But CoinJar is good locally, but obviously you can. That's why I've opened another couple that I can use overseas. Crypto Pay does have a card, so I guess we can get. You have to have an address in that constituency to get, like Europe, to be able to get a card sent to that address. There's been a little bit of a change, but there are some other options that I've seen just briefly online the last week that are just starting to come up. So there are some other options, I believe, that people are talking about and have done a bit of research about. And Linda's got one that we're just going to ask her about right now. Okay, thanks, Joe. Thanks for that.
Thanks, Peter.
Yeah, no worries. Linda, what have you got? Who do you use mainly?
Exodus or Electrum for all my online trading stuff. And when I want money into my CoinJar, I do have a CoinJar. And if I want money to use to spend, I will just transfer some from Exodus into the CoinJar. But generally, I keep it in Exodus. Exodus. I find Exodus is an excellent wallet. It's very secure.
So that's just a purely online wallet.
Yep. Yep.
So you don't have any cards attached to anything?
Yeah, CoinJar. I've got my CoinJar card. I'm going to get one of those wage can cards that I just mentioned. It's a new one apparently, although somebody I know has been using one for a little while. Does cost a little bit to get it, but it's usable around the world, everywhere. Because
wage can. Yeah, you've written. I'll just type that into the chat box for everybody here. It's wage can. That's the name of the card. So maybe you folks watching can note that down. Now that offers a card as well attached to it, does it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And where's it based? Any idea where the actual company's based?
Gosh, I can't recall. Isn't that terrible? I can't recall, but I have got a lot of.
Somewhere.
Yeah, I've got some information on it, but.
Okay.
But
right.
Yeah, I can send it to you, and you might be able to follow it up. But in the meantime, I'm not really using a lot of my money to spend at the moment. I'm putting it back into my different ventures, and so Electrum is very good, and Exodus.
Yeah. Okay. Good. They're good wallets. Exodus. All right. Thanks very much, Linda. Great info there, Martin. Where do you? Which card do you?
Sorry, Keithy. Can I just share a thought with everyone?
Yeah, mate.
You can now go and get a preloaded, like a debit Visa card that's not from a bank. You can just load one up. I think you get them from the post office or something. So I was just thinking if you could link that card with your, in CoinJar, like a linked bank account, and just send your money to that, and then you could use it globally.
Yeah, that's interesting to see if that link to bank account can be just a regular BSB, or you can actually link a card. That'd be interesting to work out.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. Just a thought, anyway.
Yep. Fantastic, Joe. Always opening new ideas, mate. All this money rolling in, we've got to do something with it. We can't just put these Bitcoins under the mattress. You've got to have a decent night's sleep. Back to you, Martin. Who do you use?
I'm a big fan of CoinJar. It's got that .com.au to it, which sort of increases my confidence. And now that it's got Ripple, Ethereum, Litecoin wallets added to the Bitcoin wallet. It sort of serves all purposes now. So yeah, very happy user of that one.
That's a very, very good point, Martin. Now they've introduced under the CoinJar banner, they do Bitcoin, Ethereum. So you've got everyday Bitcoin, everyday Ethereum, everyday Litecoin, and everyday Ripple. So you can, and I did a test. I put $100 in each equivalent. $107 it worked out into Ethereum, $107 into Litecoin, and $107 into Ripple. Ethereum's up to about 100 and I've just left it there. Ethereum's up to about $140 in less than a week. Ripple's gone backwards to $70. So I'm down $37 there on Ripple, and Litecoin's gone up as well by up to about $125 from 107. So, but it's great to have those options of wallets. So that's awesome. Thank you. You don't have any other accounts at all?
Yeah, I've got one with blockchain.info. I've also got a Coinbase one, which I've used, but I've got some Litecoin over there, but it's a bit hard to get crypto out of Coinbase. But that's why I keep coming back to CoinJar. I'm looking at CoinSpot as well. No, CoinJar is the way to go for us.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Fantastic. All right, Paul, which wallet do you use, mate? Or you got a couple?
Yeah, I do have a couple, Keith. So because fees are really out there killing us, as we just found out with crypto to pay. Done recently in buying into Swiss Gold Global is using my my credit card or debit card to buy Bitcoin contracts, and I tell you, I think it's 5%. It's cheaper than going through CoinJar and they're all their fees. So just keep that option open that you can buy with your credit card or debit card, 5% fee. So at least you know where you stand.
That's interesting. That's an interesting sort of correspondence between the two.
Yeah, well, I've just done that in the last 3 days with three my people, and we've all done that, and it's been quite simple. It goes in, it gets done within about 2 minutes, all through, and it's sitting right there in Swiss Gold Global. You've got Ethereum contracts, and so yeah, no, that's an option that's there. At least you know, as I say, straight away you know where your fees are. Back to the Payzer, I just received my new Payzer card today, and I try to activate it, and it keeps coming back. So maybe they are stopping us from using their Payzer card.
All right, interesting news. We'll follow up on that, and we'll put that in the main group.
Yeah,
and see if we can help people there who may be thinking of using Payzer as another option. All right, mate.
What he says, it's good to have the option. I've been using it for the last 12 months or the last 2 years, but as I said, I just got my new one today, and it wouldn't activate. So
yeah, all right.
Keep on trying to do that for the next. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, well, I've just while I was listening to you, Paul, I've just sent a message to Bill Rowell. He's out of his meeting, and I just got him on WhatsApp. And he said, yes, 1 second, I'm just going to find a cafe in a street, wherever he is. So we'll get the boss on in about a minute or so, which would be awesome, just to finish off the, if he can find a cafe. I've sent the link on Facebook. So we'll go to you, Taina. Who do you use? Use one or two or three, or who do you use for wallets?
I use mainly CoinJar, Keithy. I used to use Coinbase, but I haven't used them for over 12 months. With the CoinJar, you mentioned last week about the new wallets they got. So I added the Ethereum and the Litecoin wallets, and I've put in my Ethereum wallet address in the Swiss Gold Global account. So when I earn Ethereum, it'll go into that wallet, hopefully.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah. Now that's interesting that we're talking about Litecoin and especially with CoinJar. Is there anyone who's maybe it might just have to give us a wave or type into the chat? Anyone who's with their contracts has chosen not to get paid in Bitcoin but get paid in Ethereum or get paid in another coin like Litecoin or anything like that? Is anyone on the panel not getting their rewards in Bitcoin? Anyone at all? So everyone's going for the Bitcoin option to get paid in Bitcoin. Yep. Okay. Don't all answer at once. Yeah. Great.
I've just changed mine over to Ethereum.
Oh, you have. So your Bitcoin mining contracts are getting paid out in Ethereum.
Can you choose which contract that gets paid out in which, or do they all have to be paid out? Do they all get paid out the same?
No, in the back office there, under the wallets, which is a new section that came in about a month ago.
Yeah.
You can, on the first drop-down menu, you can do
Contract.
Yeah, Bitcoin, and then the second drop-down menu paid out in, and the particular coin. Then go back, Bitcoin, go to Ethereum, is the contract paid out in whatever you want in the coins there. So
that's what I actually did. I added my Ethereum contract in CoinJar, then I put that address inside Swiss Gold Global. I'll get paid my Ethereum out.
Yes, yeah, you can get paid into your everyday Ethereum account in CoinJar, and it's a good way because obviously CoinJar is an exchange just like everything else. So you're actually, by putting that Ethereum in there, you're buying Ethereum itself physically. So, and if the price goes up, then the amount local price goes up as well. So, a bit of luck. Bill's seen my Facebook message, so a bit of luck he'll jump on, hopefully in the next minute or two. Now, has there anyone got any questions? I'll just go to the to finish off with the. I'd like to change mine. I just want to see if there's any. Still struggling to get Bitcoin Cash to get Bitcoin into cash. All right. So there's different people overseas are having a little bit of difficulty trying to get their money from their Bitcoin into here. Audio will be better. All right. Not sure if I can do that. Bill's joined us. Just unmute your mic, Bill, and let us know if you can hear me. We're halfway there. Your mic is muted there, Bill. I'll try and paste it into WhatsApp. Okay, just bear with me, folks, while I try and get Bill onto the call, which would be awesome. I'll have to do this through Messenger here. Copy that. This is live technology as we speak. Going from, we're going to WhatsApp here and we're going to Bill. I'll paste it in here, Bill. Okay, and then send, yeah, there we go. Bill's dropped out, so no, I'm just going to try and paste this into him. And there we go. Okay, so the Hangout's there, so hopefully he'll be able to jump on from where he is. He's seen that. Awesome. So within a minute or so, has anyone got anything they'd like to add about what's going on in the business? Just give us a bit of a wave, and I'll or unmute yourself and jump on and give us some sort of feedback of maybe just your plans of the next 3 months. Anything exciting happening that members should know about that are watching? Anything happening? Has anyone got some massive meetings coming up? I want to organise something in Brisbane, probably in about three to 4 weeks from now, like a big get together, a really big get together of 50 to 100 people. So all the Queensland, you'll have to come down for that, Doug, for that particular day.
Oh yeah, Keith, I'm interested in that. I'd love to get together, you guys, and actually meet you face to face, and also I'd like to, you know, I think the important thing is that we're all learning. So I'm keen to get around those who there may be, probably all of you there who will come to meet, probably know more about it than I do. But there's lots of questions to ask. There's lots to learn, and I think that's really important for us to engage in those sort of conversations.
Yeah. Would there be many people that you would have an option to bring along as well? You got a bit of a small team that are learning?
Yeah, I'd like to, actually. Yeah, I could really work on that. And I think that's really important. The question I had for you is, you know, how you're doing these television, what do you call it again? The microphone television thing that you do on the beach?
Bitcoin TV with Keithy.
Yeah, that's your big. So I've always wanted to ask you, how's the response with that type of promotion? And asking a lot of information about, you know, Swiss Gold Global, are they getting sign-ups from that, or?
I've just got my dogs have just sorry, I had to mute out there for a second. Yeah, I just did that for the people that I know. I haven't stopped a few random people. I can't do that in shopping centres because you're on their property and security guards tend to come along and usher you on, move you along. Because I thought about that because especially in Westfield here in Australia, they're a big shopping centre network. I've approached them to have a little square, maybe 3 metre square for the day, just put my sign up and stand there. And they want, you know, $500 just to stand there without doing anything.
Oh, wow.
I went to a local markets, which was $33. That was a better value. But I did interview someone there, and once they get over the shock of me trying to shove a microphone in their face, they tell their story, and it's a natural story of asking them questions. And but I do want to get into the random street stopping interviews, but I'll have to get my T-shirt worked out. I'll have to get a Swiss Gold Global on the back. If you love Bitcoin, give me a hug or something like that with a big B symbol. That'll work out.
The interesting thing is that a lot of us are talking about contracts, which is important and very important. But what about the affiliate arm? I mean, people that we're bringing in, you know, teams that we're building, you know, part of the business as well. I mean, I'd love to hear what people's thoughts on that aspect of the business too.
Yeah, well, that's a brief explanation, I guess, of the affiliate side of Swiss Gold Global is that everyone joins as a free customer, is that what they can do as a customer, and they can buy gold and silver and cryptocurrency mining contracts or computer power mining contracts. And then with the cryptocurrency, if they happen to introduce any one link in their back office, they get 2.5% commission in computer power added to their total. They don't get physical money. They get computer power added to their total every time one of their small team or big team buys a contract. So the affiliate side is above that. That sits above the free customers. And to be an affiliate, you need just mute your mic for us, Anthony.
Sure.
The affiliate side is $50 a month US for all affiliates to pay into the affiliate mining, into the affiliate pool. And I think there's 9 levels of starting as affiliate and then moving to a team leader, manager, et cetera, as they go up to the level that Claudia is. She's our presidential ambassador. And out of your $50 a month, 25% of that is a mining contract, or $12.50 is a mining contract. 60% of the remainder is paid in to affiliate commissions to everybody, and then the last 15% is for the company for running the website, for paying staff, etc. So that's how the affiliate program works. It's completely separate above being a free member, but it gives people the opportunity to run a bigger business where there's the opportunity of another income stream through the affiliate side of the business. So that's where Swiss Gold Global differs from our provider Genesis. They just sell contracts. We sell contracts, but we also have the affiliate program above. Now, I know, Joe, you've become an affiliate. What's your thoughts just quickly on that while we're trying to get Bill on?
Yeah, well, I've plugged in a whole bunch of people, but you know, there's still a little bit of a you know, I just want to get in and be an investor, which is fine. So I'm sort of looking for still a few people that want to that really want to grow the business. All you folks are up in sunny Queensland. I'm down in Sydney, so looking to get, you know, half a dozen people that, you know, we can really really move and shake this down here. So yeah.
I think the opportunity maybe as people learn the business and then try to understand about the...
Yeah, spot on. Yeah. Yep.
Once they start, the mining contracts are coming in, they're earning a little bit. You can earn 5% as an affiliate with anyone who joins you instead of 2.5%. So there's a little bit of an incentive there. And then plus if someone joins you as an affiliate as well, then there's US dollar commissions that you can earn. So you can build your business. Then because I'm an affiliate, any US dollar commissions I get from my team, I just buy more contracts. I just put it back in and buy more mining contracts. So I'm building my hash power. So is there any, looks like Bill's says the link's not opening. I'll just go back to Facebook. Looks like he can't quite see that. So it looks like we unfortunately can't get Bill on tonight. He's trying wherever he is in Dubai, trying, but the link's not opening, and that was about a minute ago. So we'll try and get him on next week because he's always keen to come on and talk to us about what's going on in the business. I know there's updates to the website happening. I know there's the app is happening, the new website, the mobile app, that's almost done. There's a lot of things happening. He's talking with Genesis, of course, about the next phase of contracts that will become available. The way their business is shaping, they will, with the Bitcoin side of it, they can't build mining farms fast enough. So they will always be in pre-sale from now on. So in other words, once Genesis Mining have worked out when their next mining farm is going to go operational, then they'll work back to a pre-sale date. So we're on pre-sale with the contracts that we've got available, which is awesome, for February the 28th and March the 15th. So once Bill gets the update of when the new contracts are coming, that may be March, April, might be May, might be June, and then we'll work back for the pre-sale for those ones. So as soon as Bill gets that information from Genesis, with a close relationship that they have, we'll be able to update all the members straight away. So we've been over an hour, believe it or not. It's an hour and 10 minutes, the longest one we've ever done. It's been a fantastic having everyone on tonight. So thank you for putting your time into the Hangout and sharing your experiences and your knowledge. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Alan, on the Gold Coast. Appreciate your input there. Fantastic, mate. Anthony, always good to first time to have you on, mate. Thank you very much indeed. We'll organise this meeting in Brisbane. I'll think about that. I'll work with Paul and we'll get that happening as far as a date very rapidly to try and do it the next 3 to 4 weeks. Doug up in the Ranges, fantastic to have you on, mate. Great insight you gave us as well. Joe in Sydney, you'll have to fly up to the Queensland, mate, for that. Just spend some of that Bitcoin with Virgin or Tiger. I know Tiger accept Bitcoin. Linda, always great for your input. And Martin, first time on for you. We'll get you on again, mate. Thanks for your input. And find out if our Prime Minister's got any idea. If you bump into him in the corridor, just tackle him and say, you know, what's going on with Bitcoin? Do you know anything much about it? And if Malcolm's got something to say, mate, we'll be the first to hear by you, mate. That'll be awesome. Thanks very much. And Paul on the Gold Coast, always good to have you on, mate. We'll see you next week. And Tana, awesome to have you on, mate. Thank you for your help. So that's it, folks. Wave goodbye, and we'll see you on the next Hangout. Thank you.